There's so much activity happening here south of 466A, including new neighborhoods, more recreation, facilities for golf, and a fire station as we build our way towards Brownwood. In this month's episode, we'll show you the new landscaping around town, plus an up-close look at Paddock Square and a peek inside the Barnstorm Theater. So put on that hard hat. It's time for the building of Brownwood. How many trees does it take to make a beautiful, picturesque hometown? Well, at least 10. At least that's what we've started with here at Brownwood. There are going to be a lot more trees on this site. And here to tell us about it is landscape architect Michael Pape, the man responsible for these beautiful trees. Thanks for joining us.
Pleased to be here. Thank you for asking.
And you guys have been busy because I am looking at one of the first oak trees to be put here on the new square. Now, Mike, we've got the first 10 here, and I know they're always going to be special to you, but a lot of trees coming in here at Brownwood. How many?
A bunch of trees coming in, Gary. It's almost unbelievable what it's going to take to make Brownwood look like it's been here for decades and decades. We've got about 250 live oak trees that were actually grown here on the village's property. They started out as actually very young trees and have been nurtured over probably the past 10 or 15 years to get to a pretty good size themselves. They're going to be used to shade the parking lots and plant around the buildings and the perimeter of the project. The other landscaped areas like the frontages of the roadways.
What's the process now to get it from the nursery to here?
There's quite a team involved in particularly planting large trees like this, but of course we have so many trees, probably close to 1,000 by the time we're done, that involves a whole team of contractors and craftsmen, as well as supervisors and construction managers. Folks that do this have a remarkable process that involves a two-part steel box that they actually pull into place. It has a bottom edge that's like a serrated knife, cuts the bottom roots, then they truss the whole box up with huge bolts and nuts, so it's very solid and holds the root ball very, very solidly. So nothing shifts, nothing sifts out. That's very important to keep the root ball intact.
Hey, we need to move it left, ½ an inch. Some advantages of this system is just it protects the root ball, which is really the key element in moving large trees. And so we never have to touch the tree other than tying the canopy and get it down the road. So it really is an improvement in the way trees are handled in protecting that tree.
A lot of people involved in this project, aren't there?
Absolutely. A crane has to pick them up by the box, swing them into place, then they reset the lines of the crane so that it picks the tree straight upright, swing it into place, and drop it into the hole that's already prepared.
I'm the crane operator, been doing it for 14 years. I've been around cranes all my life. My dad was an operator, so I kind of picked up on it as a family trait. It takes a lot of hand and eye coordination. I love it every day.
The next thing that happens is the box has to come off, which is a process in itself. They use a hydraulic ram to push apart the sides of the box that held that root ball together, lift those pieces off, they haul those pieces of the boxes off, backfill the root ball, put water on it, get the air pockets out, and the tree's off and running for a great start here for the next 100 years or more.
Mike, let's talk a little bit about the design element and how you decide what tree goes where.
If you look at the map, you'll see that we concentrated at key points where we want to get a wow factor. And that, of course, is the 5 entryways to begin with into Brownwood. This particular entryway, because it's going to be one of the ways that a lot of residents drive both cars and golf carts to the square, we use 3 trees to start establishing kind of a canopy effect on this road. There's one big tree that's in Paddock Square, and there's one in the back of the Palace Hotel, which is of course the sales center, and then the others are sprinkled around at our entryways. So we very carefully selected where we get the most bang for the buck and and give that wow factor when you come into Brownwood. You know, design is a discipline that just requires a good artistic feel. So we pick areas where a large tree like this, for example, helps define a space and give a dramatic sense of character as people come in at entryways and areas like that that have to have a lot of curb appeal. Everything else sort of comes into place when we set the major pieces. The natural landscape qualities that we like to achieve at the villages give people a sense of comfort and belonging. It's a signature look that we and the village residents are really, really proud of. We want them to feel comfortable, happy, and enjoy the sense of beauty and character and user-friendliness that good landscaping provides.
Well, they like it as much as you like providing it, so thank you, Michael.
Sure.
We know you got a lot of trees to get back to, so we'll let you go.